I'm on a mission to start sewing, to learn how to sew. And I've taken a single sewing class before, so I have like a little bit of experience, but like not really. And I recently bought a sewing machine, and today's the day to get the rest of the materials and make my first projects. So that's what this vlog is gonna be dedicated to. I'm gonna be following two kind of tutorials and patterns from Sydney Graham. I think that's, I should probably look that up. Sydney, this is her Instagram. So she has this pair of pants that she recently released that's for confident beginners. Am I a confident beginner? No, but I could fake it. But I don't want to start with the pads. I'm gonna start with a, I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling? I'm gonna start with a tote bag tutorial that she has on her YouTube, and then I'm gonna make pants. We'll see how ambitious this ends up being. If I fuck it up, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. So I need to get the rest of the sewing supplies that I need, because all I really have is the sewing machine and a cutting mat. So I need all of the other goods. I need fabric, whatever. I don't know how many days it's gonna take to finish these projects. Maybe I'm gonna finish the bag and be like, okay, well that's the end of the sewing vlog because that was enough. But maybe I will make the pants. We'll see. Also, the fabric store is very close, like maybe next door to the Value Village. So I might have to do some thrifting also. Okay, fabric secured. Holy shit. Picking fabric is so stressful. But I succeeded. The main fabrics I got were on sale, so they really weren't expensive. But the like lining fabric that I got for the bag was the most expensive thing that I bought. Seems silly, but whatever. Is some cotton twill. This is what I got for the bag I'm gonna make. I'm very excited about it. I think it's gonna be very cute. These colors and the pattern, love. And then this like linen blend pink, bright pink fabric was on sale. So I was like, hell yeah. It's like not, like I wish it was a linen cotton blend, and there is some cotton, but it's like with rayon and stuff. But I was like, you know what? A linen-ish vibe for cheap for my first project for pants. Yeah, that'll do. And then yeah, I got the cotton twill for the lining of the bag. I had to show you quickly in the car before the light is all gone. I'm not gonna go thrifting. It's 5 o'clock already. Literally, picking fabrics took me so long. I was like, I don't know. But we made it. And then I got thread. How much thread was I supposed to get? I don't know. If I run out, I go get more, I guess. Pins. The cheapest scissors I could find because I'm, you know. So we got what we need, I hope. Okay, I don't have a great spot to like have, you're like in the jungle here. There we go. I don't have a great spot to like sew and film. I'm not sewing yet. I haven't even set up my machine. So we have to figure that out first. Preparing the bobbin thread. So like this. That. I'm supposed to hold this and lightly press on the pedal. Oh! Oh, it popped out. Oh! Okay. Okay! We're cooking. So I need to pop that in. Okay! I think I've added my machine. Piece of test fabric, which is just the fabric I'm using, but I don't have other scrap fabric. So, I think that looks good. That is set up, thank God. So for the bag, I am following like a YouTube tutorial, and I think the pattern is self-drafted. So that is the next step. Mitch's flight lands at 3, so that's when I have to pick him up from the airport. So we have a few hours to hopefully get some of this figured out. So I have a 17 by 21 thing of just taped paper. Fold in half, inch and a half, right end here, so that line. That seems fine. Okay. Voila. We have a pattern. Oh my god. Oh, I'm already in pain. Oh my god, I want a rotary cutter. You know what? No, I don't like cutting it like this. I'm already over it. I'm picking up a rotary cutter when I go pick up Mitch from the airport. I got my rotary cutter and I am waiting at the airport for Mitch to get his bag.
Looking around and getting a feel for what's going on.
This is a mess, but I got all the pieces cut yesterday. I'm ready to try to start sewing today. We're taking the pocket square and pressing it and making like a seam or whatever. So that's step one. All I have is this giant meter stick, 1/4 inch. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, so I'm using like a green thread that matches the print that I'm using. I definitely could have gone with white. I don't know why I didn't, but look, wow. Now I've pinned it to the like this piece, and we're sewing little pockets. I've kind of marked the lines where the pockets are going, but you know, it's not that particular, I don't think. And now we have 2 pockets. Okay, and now I have the other side of the lining piece pinned to what I've already sewed to get the lining done. Obviously my cutting was not all very consistent because not everything lines up very perfectly, and also I've bent so many pins already. Okay, so now I need to just sew along all of the edge to put it all together. Ow! Yeah, there are pins there, okay. Okay, success. We have stitched around the whole edge. Again, some of the seam allowance was like kind of weird to figure out because my ends don't match up, but now I have to do basically the exact same thing with the main like outer fabric. So I pinned the right sides together. That's what you're supposed to do, and I'm glad I remembered. All right, my main fabric is done, so I can spin it inside out. Oh my god, look! It's like I've sewn an actual real like bag corner and seam, and it looks totally good. Okay, now I have to try and get the lining inside and get it like lined up. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cute with the lining. Are you kidding me? Okay, liner is pinned. Things ended up lining up like okay. Now I need to do a basting stitch around like the whole edge to kind of hold everything together. And then I think that's where I'm gonna quit for today because we're going to Festival de Voyageur and I need to get ready. It seems like this should be like almost the end of the bag, right? Wrong. There's gonna be plenty more to do tomorrow. Do I know how to sew on a curve? We'll see. Okay, and the seam allowance is supposed to be like really small. Okay, the curve is kind of tricky, but you know what? It's gonna be fine, hopefully. Okay, I just finished the basting stitch around the top edge. So it is all sewed together in one piece. I love that there's like a lining, and then I love that I actually chose the, I'm trying to show you. I love that I did the green stitching actually because it's really cute with the pockets. Perfect. Okay, that's it for today. Let's hope I can do all of the like finishing details tomorrow. I think they're gonna take longer probably than all of this took. I'm at the point of the project where we're sewing buttonholes. We're not actually adding a button, but it's where like the ties are gonna go through. So I did get both of my, oh, you can't see anything. I did get both of my buttonholes done, but it did that like weird kind of like lumpy thing again. Basically it like didn't realize it needed to move on. I think maybe my fabric wasn't moving well. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I'm leaving that alone. I don't really care. So now I have the strap and we're doing a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm gonna find threads literally everywhere. I have been pinning up a storm over here. We got, I don't know, all sorts of things going on. We got the strap pinned in with stuff. We have bias tape along the edge that now I need to like sew it all up and hopefully it all lines up decently. I don't know. So many pins. It's a little bit stressful and overwhelming. I need a 1/4 inch seam allowance, which I find hard to see. So I can probably put like a sticky note. Resourcefulness. Okay, sewing on a curve, not that easy, especially when my edges don't actually line up. So going with a 1/4 inch seam allowance is actually not enough, because what ended up happening is I didn't actually sew through all the layers and sections because things didn't line up. So I had to go back and sew over some areas. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't know for sure that my strap is sewn in here, so I'm gonna go back in. And now I should be able to tug on this and like flip it inside out. Something made a ripping sound. I don't like that. What happened here? So in the tutorial, she goes back and says that she needs to like stitch over the strap area some more. So I did that. And then that's kind of what fucked me up. And this strap part wasn't laying flat. But so I did the other side without doing any of that extra stitching and it worked fine. So I just had to do some like seam ripping here and then flipping it back inside out to toss some more stitches in. It's a little bit messed up. It's not perfect. But you know what, it is what it is. Okay, I obviously still need to flip the whole like bias and whatever, but it's a bag. Okay, just finished watching The Bachelor. I want to finish this tonight. So everything's pinned. And now I need to edge stitch. So many pins. Okay, I did all the finishing touches without showing you because it was late and they weren't that interesting because it was like adding on the ties and putting in the elastic, whatever. Had a bit of a hairy moment with the elastic getting sucked back into the hole and had a bit of a time trying to get it out, but I managed. So are we ready for the bag reveal? Ah! So cute. I am obsessed with how it turned out. Oh, it's not even as cute as it could be because my ties are not tied. See? Oh my God. Wow. Cute. I love the fabric I chose. It's so fun. I'm imagining myself like, you know, going to summer farmers markets with this. I ended up also shortening the strap. I just like did this. Can you even see? I shortened it a little bit because I'm not super tall. It just felt like it was hanging a little bit too low. I'm feeling very proud of myself for making this and starting this hobby I've been wanting to have for ages. But yeah, I just think all of the scrunchiness is very cute. So this side is ties and this side is elastic, like having the pockets in there. It's so hard to show the inside. So yes, I'm thrilled. I definitely could have picked an easier first project because like this was not like the easiest project, for sure not. But I'm glad I picked something with more moving parts, you know, lining and bias tape and all of these things to just be able to practice stuff on a pretty low stakes project. First project is done, and I obviously already have the next project planned out. I talked about the pants at the beginning of this, and yeah, I'm obviously not making them in the same video. That was a little bit ambitious of me to think that. And I am very last minute heading out of town tomorrow, driving 18 hours or something with my parents to go celebrate my grandma's 80th birthday. So my schedule of things has like shifted a little bit. I don't know if this is interesting to watch at all on its own. And if it isn't, that's fine. This is what I was able to film this week. So I will link the video I followed in the description in case you want to make your own. And if you're a beginner and you want to learn to sew, totally take this up. I mean, like, you could definitely pick easier things, but also why not just pick something that would be fun to make and you will enjoy using after, you know? One thing that I would change in the future if I made this bag again is like this fabric is pretty thin, and it works with here because we reinforced it with the lining, but I would probably reinforce this with some of the lining fabric as well, just to make it feel a little bit more substantial and stronger. That's the only thing, but otherwise it's great. But yeah, so if you're a beginner and you want a first sewing project, I think you can take this on. If I can, why can't you? The tutorial itself is very easy to follow. I just mess things up. Okay, I think I've hopefully said everything I need to say. I will catch you in a more regular vlog next time.